Thank you for that reminder. So we got our recording on. Dear friends, welcome to our Sunday gathering as one, the Sunday English Kli Gathering. We thank to the Creator. We thank the one force, the unified force, the good who does good, for bringing us here. We are grateful for our friends, for our society, for the opportunity to connect in this spiritual path every Sunday at this time. Thank you, dear friends, for your effort to be here. We have 55 friends. We expect more as the time goes on. And a warm welcome to our guests today. Special time just before Pesach. We just had the last Shabbat, special Shabbat before this special week, where the lights of Pesach will be available for us to accelerate our correction. For that, we are grateful, friends. Friends, let's remind ourselves to use this time to strengthen our unity, our intention as one man with one heart. Invite your tents, open your cameras as much as possible. We need to reach and cross that limit of 100 friends in this meeting. We expect more. And as always in these challenging times, we hold our dear friends in Israel in our hearts and prayers, and around the world as well, feeling them close to us in this shared work and connection. May this intention include us all in the work of the Creator, friends. Okay, friends, 70 friends, that's great. Let's hear our opening intention. Please, Richard, go ahead. Thank you.
Thanks, John. And besides the great power hidden in it, you should know that there are many sparks of sanctity in each person in the group. And when you collect all the sparks of sanctity into one place as brothers with love and friendship, you will certainly have a very high level of sanctity, love of friends. John?
Thank you, Richard. Beautiful intention for this Sunday English gathering. Okay, friends, we open with the Arvut Team update featuring our dear friend Haim. I believe he will give us the update. He will share the latest developments and inspirations from the work of strengthening our mutual guarantee, our Arvut, throughout the English Kli and the Word Kli. Let's remember, through these updates, we are reminded that each friend carries responsibility for the whole society. So let us listen together with open hearts. Thank you. Haim, go ahead.
Yeah, hello everyone. Today, it's not really an update. It's more like clarification and then something nice that came up. Okay, so in one of the lessons last week, Rav spoke about observing Torah and mitzvot, Torah and commandments, right? You guys all know what that means? Yeah, just to make sure we're all on the same page. There are certain actions and customs that religious Jews do as an expression of their Judaism. One of them is studying Torah, reading the Torah, and another one is those mitzvot, those commandments, which is things like wearing tefillin, the talit, and observing the Shabbat, and eating the kosher food, etc., etc., etc. So Rav said in the lesson that that we need to observe some of these, at least, commandments as like a basis for our spiritual advancement. Why? Because there is a spiritual root to each commandment. Each commandment in the physical world represents a spiritual process. And therefore, if we perform the physical custom and at the same time have the intention of doing it on the spiritual level, then it advances us. So I got a lot of questions on that. Should we start observing Torah and commandments? Should we do this? Should we do that? What about this? Why are we not putting an emphasis on it? Why are we not talking about this more? It created a lot of confusion. We need to understand that Bnei Baruch went through a lot of stages in its development. And each stage required different codes of behavior. When I first came to Bnei Baruch, we were Orthodox Jews. We observed everything. And then gradually it kind of waned down. And at some point, and this is actually what I heard most of the time, Rav said that the Torah, by the word Torah, means light, meaning we draw the light, and the commandments are what we do with each other, toward each other. Everything we do toward love your friend as yourself. In other words, our work in the 10. So the work in the group or in the 10 is the commandments, and the Torah is the light, the reforming light that we draw. It's certainly not a book. And you can study from dawn to dusk and get nowhere. And you can, he would even laugh at it. He would say that there are Jews who wear, you know what the talit is, that prayer shawl? He said that there are some Jews who wear 70 of those on themselves because it makes them more righteous, more spiritual. So it can go in many directions. Most of them are way off. Okay? And then at some point he said, guys, it doesn't matter what you do. You can observe whatever you want or not observe whatever you want. You can wear a kippah or not wear a kippah, which, by the way, does not have a spiritual root, wearing a kippah. But it's a custom nonetheless. It has no bearing on your advancement. And then in the last 2 or 3 years, maybe, he said again that we should observe some of these commandments. So we went back to doing the morning prayer, and that was about it. Maybe a couple other things. So it's hard to tell which is the right way to go. How far should we go with what? So for anyone who is not born Jewish, that I can tell you, okay? You have no obligation to do any of that. Because I got emails and text messages from non-Jews. So to them, I say right away, forget about it. You don't need it. None of that. The Torah is a reforming light. The commandments you need to do are with your friends, and that's it. For those who are Jewish and want to do it, just do what Bnei Baruch in Petach Tikva do. That's more than enough. Okay? So why do we recommend doing the morning prayer for everyone? Now this is important because it's a group activity. Not because of any spiritual root, not because of anything else. It's because something we do together. And anything we do together has spiritual strength to it because it strengthens our togetherness, our unity. And that's why we do it. So the men read the prayer, the women read Psalms, if I'm not mistaken. or they can read the prayer as well. And that's good enough. We do it together. Beautiful. No need to go further than that. Unless we get some explicit directive from the management, no need to change anything in our external behavior. Okay? What we've been doing until now is just fine. Okay? That needs to be clarified. Okay? There are lessons for many years which say many different things. Stick with what the management says, and you're all good. Okay? Now, to an entirely different topic. We got this nice request from the meals team at Bnei Baruch. It goes like this. Dear blah, 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 heads of languages, whatever. In light of the special situation, the virtual meals and then maintaining the orders and the approaching holiday, which is Passover, which is beginning Wednesday. We would like complete tens from around the world to lead some of the meals. Okay, so they're looking for at least one meal per language or continent or even country in some cases, like Australia. I don't know. So what is required? Tens with 4 members and above, men's tens with 4 members and up who will attend the meal. Not that they have 4 registered members, but who are intending on attending. And the willingness to lead one of the meals either during the weekend or during the weekdays, because Sunday and Monday we're going to have meals as well, and of course Saturday. So I think that our Kli will get to lead one meal. So we need to pick only 110. So whichever 10 is interested, please mail it to the Arvut team or text me, and we will discuss it. We do not guarantee that the first one who will apply will also get picked, because we need to check it according to certain criteria in terms of availability, in terms of all kinds of criteria that we have for this pick. But if you are interested and you want to lead one of the meals, then please write us. Let us know. You can write to me. You can write to Zohar. You can write to the Arvut team. And we'll talk about it and let you know. Okay? That's it. I'm going to check my WhatsApp now. Okay.
I'll jump in for 1 second, Chaim, and just since we it's fresh off the bat, off the press from the morning lesson today. English-speaking Kli, North American friends, we had a cry for help from our dear friends from USA Northeast, right, the men. And we heard Sasha in the lesson, and maybe he just did an exercise for us, and maybe not. But it's an opportunity for us to all kind of wrap them with love and strengthen them and think about a 10 that could use all our help. Maybe you pick up a phone call. Maybe your 10 calls them and decides to join them for a meeting or something like that. It's a perfect opportunity. When we hear this, we have to jump on this and just say, wow, an opportunity. There's somewhere where we can bestow something or show our love.
We used to have an exercise. We call it the Gosha exercise.
Yes, I know, the Gosha exercise. That's great.
Right. Why? Because there's a friend whose name is Gosha. It's a nickname. And I don't remember exactly what was happening, but for some reason, Rav said, okay, today everyone is thinking about Gosha, like the whole group was focusing on Gosha. And let's ask him tomorrow how he feels. So I think we're going to do a Gosha exercise on Northeast. Huh? How about it? But you can also express it. You don't have to settle for praying and just thinking. You can also express it however you want, in any chat you want or directly to them.
Send them brownies.
Whatever you guys think is appropriate, as long as it's loving. Okay, guys, have fun. We're done.
Okay, Haim, thank you very much for that. Well, let's call it update, and thanks Sohar as well for what you told us. And friends, today we have our featured guest in this meeting, and that guest, as you saw in the announcement, is the Bnei Baruch English Transcription Team. This team is led by Pam, who plays a very this team plays a very special role in supporting the entire English Kli. Through their dedication, their care, and constant effort, they provide English transcripts that become an essential tool for the work in every 10, for personal study, for dissemination, people who create meaningful content with the wisdom of Kabbalah in Bnei Baruch. They use this as a main source. Their work helps us preserve the lessons, the articles, and workshops in a way that allows every friend around the world to return to the material, deepen the connection, and share it with others. So behind every transcript, there is not only technical work, but also a great deal of love, responsibility, devotion to the common Kli that we built over here. So for that, I ask a heartfelt thank you for Pam and her team, and for their contribution that supports the advancements of so many friends every day. So with that, let's give an applause and a hug to Pam and her team. L'chaim, friends. Go ahead, Pam.
Yeah, it's the team. Have the most amazing, hardworking team, and I'm going to let them share their hearts. You pretty much described, here they come. You described very well what we do. And so we're going to start with Suzanne. There she is, our new secretary who's doing a phenomenal job.
Hello, friends. I'm Suzanne. So I took on secretary duties, and then I also work on live edit a few nights a week. As secretary, my duties include posting a daily inspiration and any schedule changes, and assist Pam however I can with meeting minutes or updates to procedures or whatever she might need. Also, I work on tasks 9 and 10 during live edit. Task 9 is to prepare the source text for the daily morning lesson, and task 10 is to insert it when it is quoted. And I insert it into the main transcription document. And for the rest of my 3 minutes, I thought I'd share a few inspirational quotes from our collection. So first is Baal HaSalam, Introduction to the Book of Panim Merot Umaspirot, Letter 5. It is the great expansion of the wisdom of truth within the nation that we need first, so we may merit receiving the benefit from our Messiah. Consequently, the expansion of the wisdom and the coming of our Messiah are interdependent. Therefore, we must establish seminaries and compose books to hasten the distribution of wisdom throughout the nation. And then from Rabash, a prayer of many, the advice is to ask for the whole collective. In other words, everything that one feels that he is lacking and asks fulfillment for. He should not say that he is an exception or deserves more than what the collective has. Rather, I dwell among my own people, meaning I'm asking for the entire collective because I wish to come to a state where I will have no care for myself whatsoever, but only for the Creator to have contentment. Therefore, it makes no difference to me if the Creator takes pleasure in me or can receive the pleasure from others. And from the Morning Daily Lesson, June 13th, 2025. Now we're here in the lesson, friends are making efforts to connect. Oh, this was a question. How from here do we aim all these desires and all this exertion in the right direction? Rob Lightman. And that's what we need, just to keep on going. And the main thing, except for my work and the group, is the connection between us in the general Kli of B'nai Baruch, and from day to day. Also, the dissemination is becoming more important. It's very important because actually, we need it to implement our destiny. So thank you, friends, and thank you, transcription team. It's amazing to see how this team puts together the transcription and the feel of unity and love of friends. And now I believe Amanda's next.
Thank you, Suzanne. Yeah, I'm really, really grateful to be a part of this fantastic team. I do task 8, which is just checking the punctuation and the sentence structure and the spelling, both English and Hebrew, making sure the tasks from 1 to 7 have been done so I can give it for the final edit and then the upload. So yeah, on the surface, it might sound technical, like John was saying earlier, it might sound technical, but in the practice, it is really quite a sacred experience. Once the reading's done, these days you read with your 10 and then you go into the document when the lesson with Rav starts, and that's when you start to hear this music that is not playing. You feel this music. And everyone who's in there, you see the little cursor and it's different colors and people have a different little symbol and they all start moving around the document and popping around and it's just this team effort truly. And it feels like holy to do it. So it's a real team. Also, it gives you an opportunity to rise above reason because like I'm a morning person, so I start to fall asleep when the lesson starts. Bedtime is like 9 o'clock. So it helps me focus. It helps me really pay attention, try to really keep that intention even while you're doing the technical work. And just do the work of trying to be that conduit for the Creator, for all of humanity, spreading this wisdom to the world. So it's an opportunity to serve the friends, the society, the sages, the Rav, everybody. It's a great way to learn, even to learn the Hebrew words. When I think of when I started years ago, I didn't know the Hebrew words. Now I can just do them without even looking into it, which is so nice. Sometimes you have an advantage for your 10 because you can take an excerpt, a little blurb, and stick it in your Arvut chat so that they get this verbatim bit of gold, or golden nuggets that you find. Pam is beautifully wonderful, as everybody knows in the society. She is a beautiful leader. And she's warm, she trains you, she welcomes you, she makes sure the team welcomes you, she follows up with you, she has Google documents coming out the wazoo, which I don't even know how to make a Google document to begin with, but and there's coverage. So don't worry if you think, you just do a little part, get started, there's coverage if you need it. So it's easy to join. I know I'm out of time. Join. It's the best team. And it gives you a great chance to practice. I am for my beloved, and my beloved is for me. Okay.
Oh, by the way, we have plenty of time. Don't worry. Go ahead.
You can go ahead, Brenda. I think we lost Jeree. She's her connection.
Well, I'm Brenda, and following the wonderful and careful work of Suzanne and Amanda and Dree in the live edits, my role is on the team to final edit and upload. What does that actually mean? Well, once it is, the live editors are finished, it comes to there's three of us on the final edit and upload, and well, I read through to ensure every sentence flows beautifully and captures the true essence of and clarity of our teacher. And the mandate from the beginning, do not change a single word. So to edit is not really to fix it. It's to polish it, polish the glass, so that the original light shines through, without distorting it. So, and we're all well aware of this is not ours. It's the word, so not to alter the words. They are a precise inheritance of all of humanity. So we recognized all that, and there's a power in simply this preserving what is already true. So I say we are our authors, we are guardians. So yeah, and it's a profound honor to push that button, and with every click and line, every upload is an act of service, that regardless of where you're at, we in the world, we can finally know that the truth is there. And so if you feel a call to this, we have a space that you can work here. John?
Thank you, Brenda. I appreciate that. And I just like to say that for beginners, I didn't know anything about transcription team. And I want to thank Iva Croston for reaching out to me as the head of the HR department. She asked me about being on the team. And I said, yeah, sure, I'll do it. She put me in touch with Pam. And then she also asked me if there were any other friends that could do it in my 10. And so I, made Nathaniel aware of the opportunity to actually broadcast the lesson on a live YouTube stream for the transcribers. So that's what we do. And so I am able to cover Monday through Wednesday. I think Nathaniel covers Thursday and Saturday, and Karen C, I don't know her last name, I think covers the other 2 days. But to see this team in action and the mutual responsibility that I see, it's like in the background, like Amanda was saying, there's this dance happening in the background, and it's really coming out of mutual responsibility from the root. And at the same time, speaking of mutual responsibility from the root, this Congress that we have coming up in the 10s will be built from that space. It's the same quality that the transcription team exudes constantly. And it's important for us to ask the question to ourselves. I mean, especially for this Congress coming up in the 10s, will we sit back and let our friends do the work? Or will we build a Congress because we have a desire to want to practice mutual responsibility from the perspective of the upper? We shall do and we shall hear. So it's necessary for us to make movements, and this team shows that constantly. The movements, the desire, the desire to want to be like the Creator and to feel more and more who's king over us. So again, this quality of mutual responsibility I see it every single day, practicing this team, and I'm glad to be a small part of it. I don't do nearly what those friends do. It's unbelievable what they're able to do. I will never say I can't do it. That's just not me. But I think the main point is that we have friends that act as nakshon. I think the word is, they jump for the opportunities. and we can learn about jumping for those opportunities as we begin to build this Congress in the tens. Let's not wait for our friends to build it. It's our responsibility. It's not, we don't show up with our plates ready to see if our friends will serve us, but we show up with, we need both plates and we need spoons. We receive and we give both. So this team is a perfect example of that for me, and I'm very grateful to have been invited to it. That's it. Back to you, Pam. Thank you.
Thank you to the whole transcription team. And here's Dree. Go, Dree. Why you have connection?
Her signal is weak.
Yeah.
I don't know, probably, Dre, if you can turn your video off, probably that will help a little bit.
The transcription comes in 5-minute increments. And so, and then John provides the YouTube stream. And so I'll wait for that 5-minute increment to come out, and I'll listen to the stream in 2x, so at a fast speed, so that I can pause and rewind and fast forward. But basically just listening for the speakers and the change in the speakers, and also inserting the spots or the places where we can insert a timestamp, that somebody else will put in the timestamps. It's like it was said, it's like a dance. Everybody's got their part that they do, and just trying to set things up for everybody, and just taking part together. Sometimes I'll take the transitions. I'll put a timestamp in the transitions between like subjects. If Rob talks for 20 minutes and then stops and says an allegory, I'll timestamp it right there where he starts that allegory. And then also changing the text so that it's all in one big chunk for the post editor people and other friends to put the paragraphs where they need to go and do the punctuations and grammar and everything where that needs to go. So I'm helping them set that up. And I think that's about it. Thank you, friends. Yeah.
So as I started to say, thank you to the whole team. It is it's a beautifully well-oiled machine. It is like an orchestra, and everybody plays their part. And John, even your part is very important. So don't minimize that. But so thank you to this team. And we have about 22 active members, and out of those 22, probably 10 that are, work several days a week. And so we are always looking for editors, people who can work on the document during the lesson, even if it's just for, an hour. We try to divide it up so not everyone is missing the lesson. And or the next day to help do a final edit process so it can be uploaded to the website as quickly as possible. So it's an amazing team. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for all the hard work that you do and how you just jump in and help each other out. When someone's sick or lost internet or whatever, they're just boom, they're there and it's covered every night. You guys are amazing. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, the transcription team. I just have a question, and by the way, if we still have plenty of time, if any friend has a question, just put it in the chat or raise your hand and ask the team personally, right? Everything that you need. I have a question for you guys. How do you think How can the work of the transcription team help every friend in the English Kli feel that no word from the lesson is lost, and that each transcript becomes another thread of connection through us more deeply to the teacher, to the friends, and to the common goal? What do you think about this?
Amanda, can you answer this one as an editor?
Well, yeah, I did have a thought right off the bat. How can we and how do we do it? Like no word is lost, and it's this thread of straight to the creator for the whole of humanity, for all time, for infinity. It is how we're working. It is cover, 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 fill. You know, there's checks and balances all the way through. And so I might, I don't know, take a but or an and out or so. We try to take some of those things out, the buts and the ands and the so's. But maybe one needed to be there for the flow, and someone else would put it in a final edit. We'll get it. It's so we don't miss a word. Hopefully we don't miss an essence of the meaning of the words, the heart of the words. I really feel it is a sacred thing that's happening. I do feel the creator is between us. Maybe that's too much to say, but I do feel that.
Thank you very much. Go ahead.
We do have when there's a question about something, we have Maya is really good. She will check it through a different translation, and so we do have people we can ask to make sure, like if we feel like something maybe wasn't translated right. So we don't change any of Rob's words, but we are working from a translation as well. So we do take that very seriously and make it as accurate as possible.
That's great, friend. Thank you very much to all these beautiful friends that we can see on the screen, and to all the friends that are behind the scenes. You mentioned there's like 20 friends. Your efforts don't go unnoticed. Just make sure about that, and we keep you in our hearts. And every time we read and use those transcripts, we think about you, and we are connected, friends. Thank you very much. Thanks to this wonderful team. A hug and an applause, and huge thank you to all of you. Thank you, friends. Okay, friends, we still have a few minutes before ending. We don't have anything in the Arvut team today, so I think we need to raise the spirit of this meeting. What about Robert? Are you ready with the song, Robert? We can just play one song.
Through the highs and the lows, far on, yeah, in the darkness so light, concealed or revealed, we must rise above our reason to a place of love and bestowal. Correct our circle, help us see, in your direction as one Kli. Yet did I, my dear beloved, yet did I, may your light shine in love, all friends we rise. Yet did I, may your light shine, yet did I. We must carry out our role in this life. Everything is here to help us rise to a place with no limitation, in unity and connection. Correct our circle, help us see, in your direction as one Kli. Yet did I, my dear beloved. yet did die, yet did die. May your light shine, in love, all friends we rise. Yet did die, yet did die. May your light shine, yet did die. Yet did die. Ore, correct our circle, Ore, help us see, Ore, in your direction, as one who live, yet did die, yet did die, my dear beloved, yet did die, yet did die, may your light shine, in love, all friends we rise, yet did die, yet did die, may your light shine, yet did die, yet did die, my dear beloved, yet did die, yet did die, may your light shine, in love, all friends we rise, yet did die, yet did die, may your light shine, yet did die.
Thank you. Thank you very much. What a great spirit. We had at some point 116 friends, some of them already log off, but thank you. What a great example of connection, friends. Just in the few 4 minutes that we have left, I just want to call a few friends. Forget me, but this is about connection, friends. Friends who can share what is going on, because we're in preparation for the next upcoming Congress with the 10s in May. So we just want to follow up with a few friends what's going on in your cities. I just want to send a huge thank you to the group in Toronto, the women in Toronto. We're preparing to meet for Pesach next Saturday, April 4th, just to watch the lesson and stay for the meal. The women are working behind the scenes, putting everything together, kosher list with all the preparation, make sure the right food is there, all the details, and the friends as well are preparing. So for that is towards preparation to the Congress as well. But I want to call a few friends over here that can spark the envy of other friends about the preparation for the upcoming Congress with the 10s. Let me call Andrew. Andrew, great friend, please go ahead. What are you planning for the
Thanks, John.
Congress?
COB 12, we're planning to meet in the St. Louis area. So we'll have several friends that we've got an Airbnb rented, and there's a cave attached to the Airbnb, maybe the size of a room or something, small cave. Not like we're going, deep into danger or anything, but be an opportunity to connect with the friends, become closer, and build this thing together. So we're very excited. Thank you, John. Lahaim.
Oh, Lahaim, thank you very much. Thank you very much, friends. Let me see if we have another friend over here. I was missing. Carl, what is going on over there in Florida? Please spark our envy.
Good. Thank you. So we have a place already for our 10. It's in Palm Coast in Florida. And all this preparation for a 10s Congress is very connecting. It's very exciting. We haven't had it before, and just the preparation is making us closer already. I can feel, the personal 10 as really caring about each other, and I feel the love growing already in our 10 just from the preparation. It's amazing. Thank you.
That's great. Thank you, Carl. Shout out and Lahaim to your 10. I just gonna call a woman over here. Jolene, what's going on in your 10? Because Kavyu is very important for us. What's going on? Go ahead, great friend.
It is very important. Yeah, we're trying really hard. We're all over the map, actually. Israel, Philippines, Ohio, PA, Washington, Louisiana. Where's that? But yeah, there's friends that are willing to drive a little further. So we're gonna make it happen.
Are you meeting virtually or hybrid? So some friends will meet physically and
Both. Well, yeah, the one friends that can physically meet, and we're gonna all meet together though, virtually and physically. So both.
that's great, great. Thank you very much, friends, for sharing that with us. It's exciting what is coming. This will definitely strengthen the connection among tens, among friends. This is a special occasion, a special congress, and for sure, this will draw the light and will help us accelerate our correction. Friends, once again, thank you very much to all of you who connected to this meeting. Let's remember, let's keep this meeting alive, and you are, the ones who make possible this connection every week. The second most important connection in our work after the morning lesson to keep us, with high spirits in the path. Thank you very much, friends. Thanks to the creator. Thanks to all the transcription team again, and all the friends who prepared this meeting, and all the friends who participate. This is our meeting, friends. Every one of us is a spark that connects and makes this possible. So let's carry this connection through the week of Pesach. Special lights will come, and may the Creator be with us. Thank you very much. And Robert, please send us with a beautiful song. Thank you.
We want the intention out? Intention?
Oh, yes, please. Yeah, closing intention. We still have time. Yes, that
Thanks,
would be nice.
John.
Thank you.
What you can do, and the salvation of the Lord is as a blink of the eye. And what stands before you this day is primarily the unity of the friends. Exert in that as much as you can, for it compensates for all deficiencies. Robert?
In the shadows, searching for signs to break free from the chains of the mind. Beneath the surface, deep in the heart, there's a melody to guide us all. Broken pieces, piercing the skin, chasing voices, lost in the wind. Through the fire, starting to rise to a world that's waiting in your eyes. The drops of unity to a place above them and me. Every note in harmony is one heart we're gonna sing together.
Lahain, friends. Thank you very much. Lahain.
Thank you.
Thanks, friends.
L'chaim.